Harbour, welcome to Call of Cthulhu. It just starts me in this in settings pages. I don't know why. Anyways, it wants me to do this until it's barely visible. You know what? How about no? Anyways. Graphics settings. Epic. What? Oh, Epic is there Ultra? Okay. Okay, whatever. I'll just keep it as is. Right, I'm gonna have to get my phone somewhere. This would be an interesting game, yes. Alright, phone away. Bruh, really? Game developers, why the hell did you have to put your name here? Really? Okay, anyways. Wait, no difficulty? Okay. Boston, 1924. Edward Pierce, veteran of the First World War, drowned his memories in liquor and sleeping pill. He is now a private detective who has trouble finding a case able to lift him from his teleport. Pierce must find a new case quickly, or risking losing his license. Enter madness. Bruh, really? Okay. Well, I mean, no doubt this game is probably not going to be as scary as the probably like Dead Space or Craft Fear. That's debatable. We'll see. Yet again, different people's level of scare, and how they determine things. So, if I am mad, it is mercy. May the gods pity the man who is in his closeness, saying it is and come on, let me read it. Dude, it's just blood. This is a questionable start of the game. Bruh, really? This is how we're gonna start the game. We wake up in a mysterious meat filled whatever. Oh god, that is sensitive. Okay, can we turn off motion blur? Global view distance. Knowing how that goes, I probably should put it on far, if not lower it down later, because it's gonna render everything in the game. Let's see here, motion blur. Turn you off. Excuse me. That didn't help. I said off. Yes. And view distance. Oh, there you go. That's a bit better. I'm sorry. Oh my god, the sensitivity. Oh, no, that's way too much. I swear. You're killing me. That should be better. So, in a butchery shop or something? This is totally not sanitary. Oh god, it's gonna be like this type of crouch, where you can't hold it. Well, we have something around here first. You must light up some items in order to interact with them. I guess we have to pick up this. Hurricane lamp. Whatever that missile means. Cut. Bro, those bolt cutters need to sharpen his blades.
My weight pulled along. Fate inescapably draws you on.
Okay. Don't need to have a filter over your voice, but okay. Well.
What a putrid offering.
Okay.
Don't fight. You have been chosen.
Oh great, yeah. When the game gives you the option to run, yeah. Well, or at least tells you to run. Really?
Behold. Everything has already been written.
Bruh, what the fuck's your eyes?
But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
Bruh, how do you miss? You probably missed because you can have eyeballs.
I hate whiskey.
Then don't drink it. Pierce Investigation Agency. My private detective agency contracted the Wentworth Detective Agency. After the Great War, I decided to set up in Boston, where there is no lack of work for guys like me. One small-time case follows the other. Adultery, selling scores, disappearance that that are not actually disappearances. The old office couch is less comfortable than a real bed, and I should probably get rid of these empty bottles, but the place is mine for the moment. Investigation represents your inability to find hidden objects. Improving the skill increases your chance to finding hidden objects. An undiscovered object will not appear in the game. Oh wait, oops. Improve your chances of understanding a past events or analyzing the crime. Seeing an object. Okay. Physiology represents your knowledge of human behavior. Improving this skill increases your chance of understanding the motivations of a person based on his or her behavior or on analysis of objects. Equivalence. Equivalence represents their ability to influence those who you talk to by your power of speech. Isn't that charisma? Improving this skill increases your chances of convincing or manipulating during discussion. Strength. Strength represents your ability to call on your physical power. Improving this skill increases your chances of forcing doors or mechanisms, or of using violence, physical or verbal, during interactive discussion. Medicine. Medicine represents your medical knowledge. Improving your skill increases your chances of determining the dosage of a drug, of making a diagnostic, or expressing your understanding of medical problem. Occultism. Occultism represents your knowledge of occult sciences. Improving this skill increases your chances of determining the use and origin of occult artifacts, and of expressing your knowledge of the myth. Sanity. Mental trauma. Nightmares. Edward Pierce is a veteran of the First World War, where he took part of the Meuse Argonne offense. He is one of the few survivors of the Lost Battalion, American units of the American units that suffered heavy losses from enemy and Allied artillery fire, forced to hold their position for several days. Surrounded by the bodies of their fallen comrades, without food or medical supplies, the soldiers are considered as lost by their fellow countrymen. Pierce is traumatized by these events. He consumes sleeping pills and liquor to ward off the nightmares that haunt him. Sanity. Stable. Confident in your ability and your heart is sound mind. You conduct your investigation by sticking to the facts, your conviction, and your perception of reality. Your conclusions and are logical and reliable. Okay. Inventory. Lost Battalion, 10/7/18. Oh, October 7, 1918. Oh, how convenient. My old lighter that I engraved in memory of the 77th Infantry Division and the men of the Lost Battalion who fell. The case. Dr. Pierce. Wait, no. October 20th, 1924. Pierce Investigation Agency. The doctor can well repeat to me that I no longer need my remedy to keep my memories at bay. But I know that if I stop, the memories will return. One of these mornings, I probably won't wake up. Despite the treatment, I again hear voices in my dream, but they are different, unknown. They seem to surface from unfathomable and ancient depths. What nameless creature is calling to me? I don't know. Right, I have to press E.
I wonder why I still take these things.
Sleeping pills. Why are you put sleeping pills in something like this? The doctor described them when I returned from the war. They swore that they would put an end to the nightmares, but for a while now, their effect has been wearing off.
Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
The husband never understood that his wife had left him. He kept on calling me for weeks after the investigation has been closed.
A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
The bar owner who hired me didn't like the way I closed this case. But when you're already outside the law, there's not a lot one could do against a private detective who got proof against you.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
I probably should have turned that off the first thing. Lol.
Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
Anybody read that? What's this more? I don't know if I should drink it out or not.
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Alliance of your character points. Each character points allow you to improve score skill. Wait, hold up, I need to be back. Okay, let's see here. Oops. There. Yes.
Thank you for this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, are you still...
I'm coming.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
Your notebook details current objective. Examine the painting, examine the file.
What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
The doctor will repeat. Despite the treatment, I again hear voices in my dreams, but they're different, unknown. They see the surface from the... okay, I read that. A strange picture, painted by Sarah Hawkins, a short while before her tragic death, was sent to her father just after the artist died. He is convinced that she is the sender. He brought me the painting so that I could examine it. Steph Webster, the wealthy industrialist, came to my office. He wanted me to reopen the Sarah Hawkins case, named after his daughter, who died in the fire alongside her entire family. I must examine the document he compiled in order to know more about this case. Just stand here.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
I should have labels. Some of these aren't readable, but I can make it out. Part of the address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater. The police report. It says that the fire started in the dining room. It claimed that the whole family... Oh, it says the fire started in the dining room and claimed the whole family. The police decide on a domestic accident, but they nevertheless insist on Sarah Hawkins' mental frailty. Why? A press cutting. An article written about the marriage of Sarah and Charles Hawkins, a businessman from the island of Darkwater. They live a recluse life there with their only son, Simon. I can read.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
You should take the painting you shouldn't take this painting lightly. Where does Sarah Hawkins live?
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
You shouldn't take this painting lightly.
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
Okay, I read about her mental frailty in the police report.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had Visions, everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Darkwater. Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
Okay, something's not right with the story.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
That's all information I need.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right. I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice. Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there.
Okay. Let me mess it over. A dentist's work aimed to intern and work aimed at interns and young practitioners. This first volume lists all the illnesses known to the civilized world. It details the symptoms and suitable treatments. Oops, clicked out. Suitable treatments, my ass.
I used to be an avid reader. The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases.
Okay, anything left around here? Stafford Webster, age 63, occupation businessman. A wealthy businessman, well respected in the Boston area. Stafford Webster came to see me in the order that I investigate the death of his only daughter, Sarah Hawkins. The man accepted neither. The man accepts neither refusal nor incoherent truth. He is only to do anything to prove that his daughter was not mad. Charles Hawkins, age 41, occupation ship owner. Charles Hawkins was a local celebrity on Darkwater, the heir of ship owner family. He used to travel a lot. He met Sarah Hawkins during a trip in Paris. During a trip to Paris. They fell in love, got married, and Hawkins took her to the remote island of Darkwater. They had a child named Simon, and lived a very secretive life. Sarah Hawkins, age 33, occupation painter. Sarah Hawkins, a painter known for her tortured artist universe, she was worshipped for the strangeness of her work and the rarity of her public appearances. I seem to remember that she once said, "I paint with my dreams whisper to me." Oh no, I paint what my dreams whisper to me. Her marriage to Charles Hawkins, years ago, surprised high society columnist, a wealthy Boston heiress, known for her party going, chooses to follow her new husband and live as a recluse on the island of Darkwater. She disappeared from the front pages of newspaper and nobody heard any more about her. Even her death in a fire remained a secret. Only her father, Stephen Webster, continued seeking the truth. Simon Hawkins, age 11, occupation schoolboy, only son of Sarah and Charles Hawkins. He died in the fire that claimed the whole family. Occult. Art of Sarah Hawkins, the inclusive and visionary artist of some, overpriced imposter for others. Sarah Hawkins leaves nobody indifferent. This mysterious and reserved painter offers strange images, with violent colors and wild strokes. To the world. If her painting was testimony to her vision of the world, then the world of Sarah Hawkins is a portal open to other dimensions. Extract from Notebook of Edward Pierce, Private Detective. Clues. Painting of Sarah Hawkins. The painting depicts a monstrous silhouette threatening a woman and a child. Flames can be made out in the background. Stephen Webster, the father of Sarah Hawkins, think that it is linked to the death of her daughter. I can read today. Okay. Files on Sarah Hawkins case. A shipping label. Some of it's unreadable, but I can make out part of the address. Warehouse 6, Darkwater. The police report. It says that the fire started in the dining room. They claimed the whole family. Okay, we already read all this. Inventory, knowledge. Okay. Chapter 2, Darkwater Port. Pierce took the Hawkins case. The cursed artist is accused of having caused the fire that killed her and their family. As the only clue, she left her father a disturbing painting on the shipping label and an address. The warehouse set on the dock of the island of Darkwater. And the Pierce... there's no and. The place seems to be the starting point for Pierce's investigation.
Almost there.
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbour Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Okay, then I should find this guy then. I'm not gonna drink. Don't drink some stuff, man. On the approaches to Darkwater, I saw thick clouds masking the sky. They were so low. They seemed to intent on impaling themselves on the shark reefs that circle on the island. Fitzroy, the captain of the only tub that managed to float to the mainland, offered to help me. He may have documents that belong to Charles Hawkins. Fitzroy advised me to visit the port bar. He mentions a little pick-me-up. I suppose I could get a lay on the land at the same time. Fishermen have gathered around the carcass of a killer whale. Or an orca. I could have a look and see what the local cops have got to tell me. Captain Fitzroy offers to share with me what he had found on the Hawkins in the archives of the Harbourman's office. Oh, I have 1 point. Oh, do I not? Medicine and occult skills are approved by object discovery in the environment. Boo. Let's see here. Places. At the entrance of the port of Darkwater, one still passes in front of the shell of the Skyla, the last whaling ship to have brought back a catch. Sailors wander the docks looking for some small job for the day. A gang of bootleggers has set off themselves there, and is gnawing away at the territory of Captain Fitzroy, the last sailor to own a boat capable of making the round trip between the island and the mainland. Here, the golden age of whale hunting is but a distant memory. Okay. I should probably actually go there and do this. I probably should. No, I should probably actually do the secondary objective first for the main thing. Oh, I can't even save.
Hey, Sullivan. Can't you go any faster? The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
These sailors are getting upset over nothing.
They seem to be very agitated about a dead animal.
You're telling me? These fools think that putting the whale back in the water will bring about the end of the world.
They're superstitious.
If only you knew. They only listen to Captain Fitzroy. And not always. And you. What brings you to our island?
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbour.
I like you, so I'll be frank with you. Don't go near the place. Don't try to get in.
Why?
Because I told you so. Learn to accept some friendly advice.
Bruh.
Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't. Don't put that beast back in the water, you.
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You can't understand. You're not sailors. Oh yeah.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
That's no way. Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
Well,
They
I'm
can't
pretty sure I got
understand.
killed by
You
something.
can't understand. You're not sailors. Oh yeah. It's a sign. There's something coming. Trouble. Something real bad.
Okay. Let's go to the BAR bar.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
Don't know what that is, but alright, cool. Hello. Grab. Guess not.
Hey, be careful. Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
I see grounds for not a right. Wells there is no, and the weather is rough, and the winds do blow, and there's little comfort here.
You saw what happened. He's the troublemaker.
Oh, you're a true mainlander. A real princess. You strut around with your la-di-da ways, and then, as soon as the pressure arises, you start squealing. You don't have what it takes to drink my whiskey. You've got to earn it.
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
And the weather is rough, and the winds do blow, and there's little comfort here. I'd sooner be snapped.
What can you tell me about it?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
It's true up there. They were strange.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
Do you trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey? It's true that they were strange.
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah. Well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable.
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Oh, there's no other options on here.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
actually.
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of dock water, when our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
And the winds do blow,
Um,
and there's little comfort here. I'd sooner be snug in a dead fall town.
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins Warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
That'll be all for now.
okay.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader.
Okay, I know.
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
The Chanty, 21st May, 1847. Miraculous catch. The Scalara returns to port to save Darkwater from famine. We had given up hope. The crew of Scalata, or what remains of it, returned to Darkwater port late on Tuesday afternoon. Excuse me. The local immediately rushed to the docks to welcome the last whaling ship on the island. People are amazed at the sight of the unbelievable catch the brave vessel had on board, of a size that went beyond of the formidable toothed whales. The sedication that is already being called the miracle catch covered the whole deck, and parts of it were hanging over the side of the ship. The surviving sailors told a frightening account of their prose catch, but also of its meat, unmatched by its quality and plentiful nutritious benefits. There is no doubt that the immense size of the whale will allow numerous inhabitants of Darkwater to feed themselves, bringing an end to the famine from which part of the island was suffering. Warehouse for rent. Mr. Mark is putting up his warehouse for rent from June for fishing, workshop, or storage activities. You can contact him via your favorite newspaper or visit him on the docks. Special event at the Stranded Whale. To celebrate and return of our brave whalers, all the staff of the Stranded Whale invite you to an exceptional and free tasting event. Come with your family or friends to taste the miracle catch. Each person will leave with a bottle of oil, so don't hesitate. Bottle of oil.
He said, "You have no right to treat us like this."
And the doctor, what did he say?
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens. We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
I saw the newspaper clipping. You don't believe it, do you?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
Okay.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
Okay.
What you looking at, stranger?
What is a woman like you doing in a place like this?
The clientele is predominantly male.
Tell me something I don't know.
I meant nothing by it. I'm just wondering what a woman like you is doing in this flea trap.
And I'm wondering what could be going through the head of the chump who goes to disturb her. Let me drink, stranger.
Bro.
I told you to beat it.
Oh, fudge.
I told you to beat it.
Oh, I screwed up that thing. Oh, it's not like I can do anything about it. Yes, sir.
I told you to beat it.
Well, shucks.
You have no right to treat us like this.
Alright, let's just go to Mr. Fitzroy. Fitzroy.
Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover. A souvenir from a more prosperous era. I guess this blackboard hasn't been wiped for more than 70 years. The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor. Broken. This place seems half abandoned. I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman, Cat.
Captain, the terms of our agreement are clear. Keep your men under control. You cannot afford to provoke us. No need to answer this message. Just make your payment to the carrier. Cat. Weird way to kill yourself, Cat. I was gonna interact with him last. Oh, nice. The second volume teach ethics and good practices to medical staff. Oh, I have more. Roy Mitchell, age 55, occupation, owner of the Stranded Whale Bar. Roy Mitchell runs the only bar on Darkwater. Prohibition has no hold on the Stranded Whale and the sailors. And sailors come to seek comfort in Michael's whiskey. The man therefore knows more than anyone the secrets and the rumors that the inhabitants of the island exchange after a few glasses. Michael is devoted to the golden age of whale hunting. If the numerous trophies that decorated his establishment are anything to go by, the man will talk freely on the subject on which he is so keen, but he will be far less enthusiastic if one was to inquire about his source of liquor. Places. The Stranded Whale, a bar where liquor is served with total impunity. It's the last thing expected to find when arrived on the island. The stranded whale is its name, and it's managed with an iron hand by the owner, a certain Mitchell. He does not tolerate troublemakers, and he will fiercely protect the identity of his suppliers. All the inhabitants of the area seem to go there, and I even saw what looks to be a truce between bootleggers and distillers. Okay, occult. The miracle catch. The miracle catch is what the locals call the last catch of the whales in 1847. Although whales were disappearing from fishing zone in the dark water, whalers, the crew of the Sclera made a gigantic and monstrous catch that saved the island from famine. They still celebrate this catch, and an article from the time still decorates the bar. It's strange how the memory seems so alive, as if it was maintained by the survivors. Abstract from the note from Edward Pierce, detective. Clues. Let's see here. Oh, that's just a whole miracle cache thing. And then that, okay. Okay. Dookie, you know nothing, I'm not up here. Dookie, you know nothing, I'm up here. Dookie.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
In this photograph, a man who looks like Captain Fitzroy is posing in the bridge of a ship. He has a wooden leg. Okay.
What a macabre souvenir. What a macabre souvenir.
Okay, that's about it.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
Okay.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
Only a few dates are still legible. 1890, 1907, and a partial date. The rest of the document is blacked out. Who would want this information to be hidden? Where the hell did it go? I'm going this way.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Your documents are unreadable.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
What did Charles Hawkins really do for a living? I thought fishing stopped in 1847.
I'm surprised Charles Hawkins had goods to store, knowing that whaling stopped in 1847.
I see that you're interested in the history of our island. Indeed, maritime activities ceased altogether at the end of the last century. I imagine that the Hawkins family had other types of contracts.
But you don't know with whom?
No, it was none of my business.
I found a threatening letter signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my Harbour Master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
This photograph was strange like you.
I was looking at your photograph. One of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
I saw the killer whale on the wharf.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
What were
killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth, and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Ha! Indeed, you're right.
Why are they putting it back in the sea?
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least.
True. What is this miraculous catch?
The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbour. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
It belongs to the Hawkins families.
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely. Ship owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Alright. Okay, I'm gonna leave it here, so... Okay, that's interesting. So anyways, yeah, I'll see you next time, so good day, and, goodbye. Hopefully actually checkpoint there. Actually, let's see. Yes. Please, checkpoint right there. Oh god, no, it's gonna take a long time just to reload. Really? Really, game? God damn you. Okay, yeah, I did. Anyways, yeah. I'll see you next time, so good day, and goodbye.